that's what happened to Michael Jackson. Like I remember I talked to Tom Messero, like Michael Jackson's old lawyer.
Yeah.
And Michael told him, he said, the worst decision of my life was settling with my first accuser.
Michael Jackson told me in no uncertain terms that settling that case in 1994 was the biggest mistake he'd ever made. He should never have settled it. He should have fought it through a trial. He would have won. It was an absurd case. But he was advised, he told me, by lawyers, by business advisors, to settle it and get rid of it, that he had bigger fish to fry, bigger projects to get involved in, that the money would be a drop in the bucket compared to what he was capable of making around the world, and that diverting everybody's attention because of the publicity attached to this civil case was a mistake. He followed his advisors', suggestions. He paid money. And what it really did was it opened Pandora's box, because suddenly everybody on the planet began suing him, thinking they could make an easy buck suing Michael Jackson. I mean, employees were suing him. People he met on the street were suing him. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he told me that was the biggest mistake he ever made, was not fighting that till the end.
For $20 million, right?
Yeah, like that kid that said that Jackson molested him, whatever else. He didn't want to do it, but he had people around and said, "Listen, Michael, give him the money. You're gonna make hundreds of millions more. This will all be behind you. It'll all be over." But instead, it created a door where every child that Michael was ever around, their families came in and started to sue him.
I mean, I just think Michael Jackson should just not been around kids. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
Even if I like kids, I'm just not gonna be around y'all. Like, I'm just.
Have your own kids.
It's not worth it. Like, $20 million. Like, come on, man.
No, that doesn't make any sense. And as a father, I can't imagine leaving my kids in a grown man's house that isn't related.
Unless I'm trying to sue later.
Unless I'm trying to sue later. But that's never, I've never sued, like tried to sue people. Like that's never been my thing. Like sometimes I've had to, I've been put in those positions where there's no other choice, but I never I'm going to do this and then I'm going to sue them. Like that's never been my thing.
$20 million is a lot of money, especially with that was like the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, he walked himself into that situation. I don't really think it's true. I honestly don't, because I feel like everyone's accused him. It's just been a money grab.
I would hope so, because everybody liked Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's like maybe the biggest star ever.
Yeah.
Like ever. Without that allegations, it would have went down as like, without that allegations against him, he'd probably be the greatest like entertainer ever. And he's still a great entertainer ever, but I'm talking about without no blemishes.
No, he is, but the plastic surgery made him look a little crazy.
But people forgave that to him. Forgave him for that. He's like 10 Michael Jacksons. It's
Shorty
like
White.
The Michael Jackson should have, when he stayed like he was Puerto Rican a little bit, like Cuban or something. He should stay like that. You know what I mean? That's what like
the Puerto Rican Michael.
Yeah, but listen, Michael
with the long hair.
People's fainting. Like they see him, they fainting. Like
Michael Jackson could just walk on stage and just stand there, and people.
You know what's crazy? Kids that's born after he died still know Michael Jackson.
Of course.
I think you just born knowing Michael Jackson. Like that's just crazy. Like I just know when I saw him as a kid, I saw him walking on the sidewalk and it was lighting up.
You saw him?
No, I'm talking about. And I saw the video where he like
Billie Jean.
I couldn't believe that. I'm like, how the fuck is the sidewalk like that? The sidewalk lighting up. So like Michael Jackson is special. So like I guess but like I said, when you like that big, something got to go wrong. Something got to go wrong.
You're just a target.
You're a target. Yeah.
You're a target. People see all this money and they're like, you ain't gonna miss it.
And he's a little weird, like too, like they give him a little ammo because he would. Like so, like but people love Michael Jackson. I don't think Michael Jackson. They can make people not love Michael Jackson. It's people that you see in China. They work out to Michael Jackson every day. They got dance steps. And talking about in prison. In the prisons, they call it the prison. They go to the yard. They do Michael Jackson. They say, I say, Michael Jackson is a world like the world entertainer.
Yeah, greatest entertainer of all time.
But I would have got away from the kids. I don't know why somebody might randomly say, "Listen, let's just stop with the kid stuff."
Well, I think that once you get to a level,
you
just stop listening to people around you. Like everyone, and then if anyone around you actually argues with you, hey man, listen, get away from you. Fired.
That's detriment to you though. That could be a.
You don't have anyone around you, and everyone. I think the problem with a lot of people like this, like I remember I interviewed Eddie Griffin, who was around Michael Jackson a lot. He said the reason why Michael had him around was because like he didn't care. He would like crack jokes about him. He said that Michael Jackson smokes crack. Like, and Michael thought that was funny. Yeah. So he would just like clown him when he was around. He kind of liked having him around. He was with him at the trial when he showed up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But in general, I think the biggest problem is someone who's got a lot of money surrounds themselves with people who don't have any money. If you surround yourself with people that are equal on your level, you're not going to say, well, I'm going to cut you off. You don't pay me. Like, I don't care. If you don't want to be my friend, don't be my friend. You're messing up. If you don't want to listen to me, that's going to be on you. But you're not, I don't care. I don't need your money. I don't need to go on your yacht. I got my own yacht.
But what about his mom? His mom should told him, like, Mike, listen, you got to.
I don't think he listened to his mom. I mean, think about it. Like, a lot of times, you're financially supporting these people.
Listen,
his mom was making, it's not like his mom worked. Yeah, Joe Jackson kind of worked, and had his own label, but like his mom was sitting around and Michael was supporting her. I mean, as he should. But, a lot of times, even family members, you see this a lot. Like, family members are scared of the person that's got all the money.
Yeah,
because they'll get cut off.
But my thing is, even if nobody don't tell you, it's common sense. All right, I was messing around with these kids. They said I touched them. Even if I didn't, now I got to pay $20 million. I can't be around kids no more.
Yeah.
Even if somebody said you drink Pepsi, you're gonna get sued for $20 million. You're not drinking Pepsi no more. It's just like it's a common sense thing. Like if you're not to do it, you keep doing this. Like, bro, do you really like kids that much that you gotta just be around them all the time? Like so that was my like I don't know if he did it or not. I'm just saying like I would not be around no kids. I probably wouldn't even have kids. If I had to pay $20 million for a kid, I don't even want to be around nobody who's under 18. Period. You know what I mean? So, but. Mike, maybe he's just that much of a humanitarian. He wanted to be around. I don't know, bro. But as a man, for me, I don't want no kids in my room. I don't. When your kids young, they get on your nerve. You don't really want them to be right. I mean, like to have a bunch of kids over there. Like, when you can have a bunch of girls over there, because you Michael Jackson. Can you imagine if Michael Jackson wanted to have girls? Oh, Can you imagine? Like what? Anybody?
Yeah.
Anybody? Like it's like.
No, he had. I mean, listen. He had Brooke Shields at one point.
But I don't think he had him. I think he just was hanging with him.
Yeah. Like, he was married to Lisa Marie Presley.
And when he went to Brooke Shields, he had Lord Webster with him. Lil Webster, remember? Still had a kid with him. I mean, like, so I don't know, but Mike still go down as the greatest entertainer of all time. I mean.